Hey guys, it's me, Stephanie Valhalla again. Sorry, my hair is just in a bun. Today is my washer day. Doing my washing of my clothes today. So yeah, I just thought I'd come on and tell you a little story. I just wanted to let you know I'm trying to do these in like a specific timeline, but they might not all come out like that because there's other things like that have happened in between. So I just wanted to tell you one story. It's not a long story, but this did happen. I think this was years after the Ouija board. I'm talking when I grew up. When I grew up, because when I grew up after the Ouija board, a lot of the things that happened started happening when I grew up. So I was dating this guy, and I'm not gonna name names, but he was very abusive, like physically, very physically. Sorry about that. Very physically abusive. Sorry, very physically abusive and mentally abusive, but mostly physically. Um, and I should let you guys know that I also had a fiance on here who passed away of cancer. Um, so because that's going to come into the story. And if also, the weird thing is, my fiance who passed away of cancer, all the things I felt in my life and been through in my life, for some reason, I've never felt his presence around. And I think that's because he was like a teddy bear of a human being. Like he was, if you could put an angel into a human being, that's who he was. Like he did everything for he's like me, you know. He did. He must have been an empath, and I wish I could have known him now, so I could have talked to him about some of this stuff. But anyways, um, so just letting you know, he was like a teddy bear of a human being, and um, he did so many things to protect me. He kicked the shit out of one of my exes who was beating the shit out of me, worse than the guy I'm telling you about. So that was that was an interesting day. It was awesome. But anyways, uh, I'm gonna get to my story. But this is gonna come into play. So this guy was beating me up for a long time, and I was having a hard time getting away because I was young still, and I was still learning how to date after he passed away, because this was like a couple like this was years after he passed away, and I had poor self-esteem, and I didn't think I was worth anything, and I did try and get away a few times, but he would take my car keys and stuff like that. So anyways, we owned this store. We bought the store so we could live in it together, and it was super cheap. We had this huge store, and the guy only wanted like $300 a month. It was crazy. So anyways, we had a store, and so what we did was we slept in the basement, and we had a store. Now the basement was creepy. It was totally creepy. To be totally honest with you about that. But the back of the store was like for all his tools, and then the front of the basement was his tools, and then the front of the store, I keep saying store, the front of the basement was my bed and my TV and my video, like, so I watched DVDs and stuff. So where my bed was in the basement, we kind of like put tapestries around it, so it was covered, so like you couldn't see anything, and it was like nice and cozy, and you couldn't see anything else really around you because you didn't want to think you were in a basement kind of thing. So yeah, it was nice and cozy. And then he put up a shower, and I'll tell you something, I have been touched in a shower. Not in like a sexual way or anything like that. I just mean like I have been like poked in the shower, like poked and touched in the shower. But that was a different shower. But anyways, he did made a shower. He got this like plastic. It's like these showers that they sell. They put in like, how do I put it? Like poor people's apartments around where I live most often. They're like these, yeah, they're like these plastic showers, you know. So anyways, and the water was right above, so we found an attachment, and it was like a real shower. It was, you know, for being in a store. I said I'm not going to stay here unless I have a shower, because I'm not staying in a place without a shower. So he rigged it up pretty good. And that was halfway, so that was halfway across the basement. So I didn't feel anything weird there. I didn't like the back, but I think that was just because it was darker and it was the furthest back, and I just didn't like it. But I still never felt, even if I went back there, I still never felt anything weird or anything like that. Okay. So there was this, I went out to get coffee one day, and he was a musician. A poor one at that. If he ever sees this, I'm sorry, but you were a terrible effing musician. I forgot, I'm trying not to say the F word on here, but anyways, he was a terrible musician. Um, he tried hard. He really did. I know he really wanted to do what he was doing, but anyways, this is not about him. So he had a huge, like a 400-pound guitar amp. You know, it was like very, 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 very big, like very big. Like, I'm sure anybody watching, I'm not sure if you know how much of like a 400-pound guitar amp is, but it's big. Um, it was like the size of, oh, I'm trying to think of something I could relate it to. Um, hmm. I mean, like it could be a dresser, the size of a dresser, a certain dresser, depending on what size it was. Maybe half a dresser. Like if you have a tall dresser, maybe half of that, like something like that. Anyways, it was big. And I remember one night I went to go I have to show you with what I have around me. Hold on. I went to go. Pretend this was a Tim Hortons coffee. If any of you guys are Canadian, you'll know what I'm talking about. Tim Hortons coffee. So I was just about to put it down on um his amp, because it was dirty, you know, when I was bringing us coffee home, and this didn't even touch it. But I thought, after what happened, that he thought it was me that put the coffee down, which it didn't even touch, that knocked it over. But there's no possible way that could have happened. It was so heavy. It was so heavy. So, and I thought the first thing that happened after this happened, which I will tell you in a second, in my head is like, he's going to beat me up thinking that I put the Tim Hortons coffee on and his thing's broken. But the thing was, he felt what I felt, and so I'm going to tell you now what that was. We felt it was like this huge ball of energy, like it was probably the size of his, like, stack, his guitar stack. And it was this just huge ball of energy, but it blew through us, and it just felt like a big ball of energy of wind blew through us, and it literally picked up his amp. We saw it both with our own eyes. We saw it just pick it up. Like, I'm talking like picked up, like there was someone there picking it up, and it was about maybe 2 feet off, maybe no, maybe a foot off the floor. I don't want to get too crazy, because I do remember this exactly how it was, but I don't know, it was just picked up off the floor. We saw it, and I can't remember how much. It was about a foot, I would say, a good foot. And it was thrown against the wall, like 6 feet against the wall. And he was like, "Oh my God, Steph, like, did you feel that?" And I was like, "Yeah, what the fuck was that?" And so he goes over to his amp, and he was like, "I can't fix this. Like, this is totally, like, usually if you break an amp, I think that's what it's called. It was a guitar amp, I think. Usually there's always a way to fix it. And he was like, this is completely broken. Like, I can't even take it in to fix these parts. Like, it's done. It's toast. It's cooked. And I felt bad, obviously, but that's because I'm an empath and I'm a caring person. You know, that's just who I am. But anyways, uh, so yeah, that happened, and it's a, it was like poltergeist activity, which was weird because nothing ever happened again in that store. Nothing negative, nothing crazy. It only happened one time, and I never even felt scared in the basement. And where the amp got thrown was very close to where my bed was. It was like at the halfway point kind of thing near the shower. Maybe a little bit further. No, he had it. No, sorry. I'm rethinking this, guys. He had it in the bedroom area because he was trying to practice guitar. I remember because it was close to me on the bed because I was always on the bed because of my back problems. Um, I lay down a lot. Lay down a lot. So, um, yeah. So it was close to that, but I never felt scared again, and nothing ever happened again. And the joke. This was his joke as an abusive person. The joke was, haha, maybe your ex fiance threw this at the wall because I've been beating the shit out of you and he doesn't like it. Ha ha ha. I don't think any of you guys would find that funny. It's not, I mean, I don't think it's funny. And also, I think my ex fiance was an angel, like an angel of a human being, and he's gone somewhere else. I don't think he can connect with me because I think he's either, in my opinion, I think he's either already been reincarnated somewhere or he's in what I call the death current, but we'll get to that in another video. After I tell my paranormal stories about what these things are. Sometimes I'll say something and I'll be like, well, we're doing those in other videos. So I just wanted to come on and tell you that story today because that happened. I'm trying to, like I said, I'm trying to do them in a timely manner, but some of these might not end up in a perfect timely manner because my remembrance of them, they're always exactly to a T. Like what I'm telling you is what I've told everybody else, and they'll all say she's never wavered her story. My stories have never wavered. So what I'm telling you is like very, very real. It's very, very real. That's what I'm saying, guys. Don't play with Ouija boards unless you want some of this crazy shit that's happened to me happen. And it's still going on in my life, but it's actually been pretty chill for a while. But the problem is, the thing that's been bothering me, I don't know what it is, but it seems to bother me every couple of years, like once every couple of years. So I'm just like, the last thing that happened was like maybe a year ago. So like, I'm just kind of waiting. And I'm working on my, just letting you know, I'm working on my usages of ums and likes on here because I know I use it a lot. I'm not used to doing videos. But yeah, messy ponytail. I gotta dye my hair. I gotta buy some hair dye soon. And then next time well, maybe not next time, but the next couple times you'll see me, I'll be having purple hair. That's what color my hair always is. It's always purple. It's a black purple. If any of you guys want to know what it is, I'll probably show you on a video when I do it that day. And I need to do my eyebrows. I get that, but I come on here raw because that's just what I'm doing. I'm disabled, guys. I just want you to know that. So that's why I come on here raw, and I may look, a little bit disheveled and have a messy bun because I'm waiting for my clothes to get done today. And sometimes I might come on here with my dentures, sometimes I might not, I want you to hear these stories, and I want to do this I want to do this YouTube channel because I've been growing so much with my psychic abilities and my intuition and my spirit guide and some of the positive energies I've been calling out for. It's gotten crazy. So I have a lot to tell you guys, and a lot to teach. I have a lot of knowledge, and it's just being sat here, and I have no one to tell it to. And I'm like, you know what? I need to start a YouTube channel to get this information out. If it's the last thing I do, fine. At least I've, tried to share this stuff with you. So yeah, please don't use a Ouija board because stuff like that can happen. Poltergeist activity like that can happen. It's very easy. There's also other ways poltergeist activity can happen. We'll probably talk, I guess we can talk about that now. A lot of negativity can cause a portal, or like a portal to open, and that can cause that kind of activity. What are we calling it? I lost the word. Oh my goodness. What was that word I was using? We'll talk about it in another video because I just forgot the word I was using. Sorry guys, that happens to me sometimes. One of my medications, just to let you know, makes me have short-term memory loss. So that may happen on here sometimes. I might forget things. But we can talk about that in a different video because actually there's a whole video I can make about that. Oh, poltergeist activity. There's a whole video I can make about poltergeist activity. So, let's do that because if you want to know how to get rid of a poltergeist, I can tell you and I can show you in a video. If there's anything you guys want to see when it comes to either the paranormal or psychic stuff or medium stuff or even being an empath, if you think you're an empath and you have some questions, anything like that, leave a comment. I haven't seen any comments because I know not too many people are watching right now. But yeah, okay. Well, I'm going to end this video and be kind and rewind, and everybody have a good day. Peace.